What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NBA plays today over on PrizePicks. These plays apply to not only PrizePicks, but other apps out there, as well as sportsbooks. Let's hop in, and let's keep cashing. Yesterday, we had Isaiah Hartenstein rebounds and assists, which cashed. Rebounds ended up missing if you took the rebounds, but rebounds and assists did end up cashing. Jason Tatum cashed for us, and the MLB play missed by 0.5, unfortunately, with Freddie Freeman. But looking to cash all of our plays, we've hit 14 of our last 15 plays in these YouTube videos, so let's stay cashing. I have 3 plays for you since you guys hit the like goal in yesterday's video. If you want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here. 175 likes, and I'll drop a third play tomorrow also. But before we get to these free plays, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. In the DubClub, you can join right now for free. There's I believe it's a 3-day free trial at the moment right now available in my description. Or you could also join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off of your first month. And in the DubClub, you get all of my plays sent straight to your phone and access to the Discord. In the Discord, you get all of my contributors' plays from Asby's, Emo, Props, and Elo. Elo does some soccer plays. Props is an MLB and NBA guy. Emo posts a lot of plus EV NBA plays. He's been kind of crushing it. And Asby does a little bit of everything here. He's been absolutely on fire for the last month and a half. Some NBA, some PGA value also. He posts some really good plays. Everybody in the chat loves all 4 of these contributors. But also, you get access to the Discord chat to talk to me and other members about plays or whatever's going on. I'm really active in the Discord chat, and you can talk to me about plays or whatever's going on, ask for advice, whatever you guys want to do. You also get access to my underdog streaks and my PrizePicks correlation plays. We have cashed 3 of the last 23 correlation slips, which may not seem like a lot, but they're 6-mans, which means that they're cashing at a really high rate because they're paying out 14.5x, they're paying out 16x, and 20.5x. So, you hit 1 out of 23, you may not be profitable, but when you hit 3 out of 23, you are extremely profitable. We have been cashing out quite a bit on these. So we've hit 3 slips in the last 4 days, looking to keep cashing on those with today's MLB games. But you get all of that included in the DubClub, and I haven't talked about my performance yet. We were over 90 years of profit in the NBA this year, over 140 years between the NBA and the NHL combined. So don't miss out on joining. There's that 2-day free trial link to my description. I believe it's actually 3 days now. And you can also join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off your first month if you're getting in right now for cheaper instead of getting in on that trial. Let's get to these free plays. Make sure you play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on this video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing, though, is having those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped, get removed. Let's get to these plays here. The first play I like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the points and the assist category here. But if you have other apps available, I like Malik Beasley over 14.5 points. But if you were only on PrizePicks, I would prefer the over 16.5 points plus assists. I think as long as they are only a 1-point difference here between his 15.5 and 16.5, I just prefer the points and assists. I think he has at least 1 assist here with upside for 2. So Beasley's in a pretty good spot here. He's hit at least 15 points in 61% of games, which is, again, what I personally locked in. But he's 16.5 points and assists, still over in 61% of games this year. Has a matchup against the Knicks where he was pretty successful against in the past, especially in Game 1. He had 20 points and 2 assists in Game 1, which was a 11-point loss, where he played 35 minutes. Minutes in these first couple games are extremely telling to see how much of a role these guys hold because they're not really factoring in as many role guys really in the playoffs. So in games this year where he plays at least 28 minutes, he's been very good this year, over in 72%, and with at least 30 minutes, over in 81% of games, as you can see there. These misses, by the way, are games where he's just shooting extremely bad. 25%, 27%. There's a couple games in here like 42 and 35%. But again, back down here, like 31% shooting. So as long as we're getting decent shooting here, like around the 40% mark, I think he's going to come through for us here. Especially because I am still expecting those high minutes and the high usage in this game. But against the Knicks this year, he's over in 3 of his last 4 games against them. This game here, he just had a little bit low field attempts in that game. Also only played about 27 minutes in that game. This time around, he should be seeing at least 32, hopefully. And you can also look at his usage here also, because in the first game here, Game 1, he actually had about a 21.7% usage. Very good. In games this year where he has at least 18% in at least 28 minutes, he's over in 78% of games this year, as you can see. He's been a little bit dry as of late, but that's just kind of variance and just kind of bad shooting, of course. Like, these games are pretty bad shooting, like I said earlier, 35%, 27%, 25%, 33%. But if we can get those games where he's shooting about 40%, I'm feeling pretty good here about Malik. So I just overall think this line has not been adjusted enough to his role in the minutes that he played in Game 1. So he's in a pretty good spot against the Knicks this time around. Give me the over for 16.5 points and assist, or 14.5 points. Before we get to my next 2 plays, if you're not already on Betr Picks, is in my opinion one of the best apps out there right now. And if you sign up for Betr, you get your first entry on them, win or lose up to $250, and I believe you also get a free square. What's so great about this app, though, is their daily discounts. We have at least 2 discounts pretty much every single day over on Betr. And right now we have Kevin Gausman discounted to 4.5 strikeouts for the MLB, as well as James Harden discounted by 4 PRA, or points assist actually, down to 29.5. So it's a pretty awesome app, like I said. You see all the different things that they offer right there. Like they have the edge picks too. You can get like alt lines and things like that. Like right now there's Devers at half a hit or 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, which is not normally a play on the board. Go check out Betr Picks for yourself in my description. 21 years and older, available in most states. Use promo code DOMG props because that will get you your first entry on them, win or lose up to $250. It is not promo code DOMG, but DOMG props. Use the link in my description. Getting to my second play in this video here, we're going to head over to the points and the assist category here because tonight I like Jamal Murray a lot over his points and assists here. And his points and assists are a couple different lines here, 24.5 of course, but I do prefer the over 19.5 points and assists on the PrizePicks board. And for a pretty good reason, you'll see. I think there's a much more likely chance that this one hits, obviously, but I do also like his over 24.5, or you can also bump it up to 20.5 for a better payout, or you can even go PRA with a different goblin prop just to get a different payout. I like Jamal Murray tonight, is just all I'm going to say here. But I think 19.5 is in a great spot here. You can see the difference here. Over in 82% of games this year, but his 24.5 line, he's actually over this in only 59%, so pretty big difference there. But he's had at least 20 in 82% of games this year. And when he plays his full minutes here, like you just saw last game with 48 minutes, although that was overtime, when he plays at least 32 minutes, he's over an 86%, as you can see there. This game is a 1.5 point spread. Should be a pretty close game, of course. It's a playoff game at the end of the day, although we did have a blowout yesterday. Pretty bad one. But against Clippers this year, he's been pretty damn good. In about 5 games against them, he's covered in every single game with 27, 25, 23, 30, and 28, including 28 in game number 1. But what I want to focus on here is his usage, because in game 1 of the series, he actually had a really nice usage percentage at about 23.8%. So it's at least 20% in 30 plus minutes. He's been with all but 2 games this year, and both these misses, by the way, were on the hook. So 96% hit rate when he has those metrics there, not too bad considering he should have both of those. I'd be shocked if he didn't have either of those. So you can just kind of tell why I like Jamal Murray so much over his points and assists tonight at 19.5. It's a little bit of a difference here if you look at his 24.5, as you can see here, over in 68% instead of 96%. So you can kind of tell the difference a little bit there. But of course, you can bump this up. You can just bump this a little bit up if you want like a different payout on PrizePicks. Like 24.5 PRA looks pretty good to me. 27.5 PRA was also pretty good on the PrizePicks board. Just know that I like a lot of plays today for Jamal Murray. I think a lot of spots are very good for him tonight. And so just take whichever one you guys are wanting for the payout. I just personally locked in 19.5. But we're going to head over to the MLB for my third play in this video. If you want a third play in tomorrow's video also, be sure to leave a like on this video. Because if we get to 175 likes, I drop a third play tomorrow also. And while you're down there, you may as well subscribe if you have not already. But Ozuna here I think is in a great spot over his 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. But unfortunately, is not on the PrizePicks board. It's available on pretty much every other app besides PrizePicks. However, he is on the board at half a run, which I think is a pretty solid spot also. If you pair all 3 plays from this video together, Malik Beasley points and assists, Jamal Murray 19.5 points and assists, as well as Marcell Ozuna's run, you would actually get about a 3.75x payout on PrizePicks. Not too bad in my opinion. But Ozuna's had a run in 56% of games this year, as you can see, a little bit of a difference between his hits, runs, and RBIs and his runs, but overall I think he's in a pretty good spot. Against righties this year, he's over in 50%, but in games where they win is where you get the big difference because they are pretty big favorites today. He's over in 5 out of 7 wins this year against a righty, over in 4 out of 6, as you can see there. And he's been pretty good this year against righties overall, of course. You can see that he has a 306 batting average this year against righties. And in the past against Fetty, he's had a pretty damn good history against him because that is his matchup today, his pitching matchup. He has had 17 plate appearances against him, so pretty damn good sample size, with a 583 batting average, with a 706 on-base percentage in a 1250 slugging, which is insane. 7 hits, 2 home runs, as you can see there, and he's only struck out like 1 time. What I love too, though, is that he is a 443 on-base average, and Fetty mainly throws a sinker. Against the sinker, he has a 635 on-base average this year in 20 plate appearances. Pretty big sample size, as you can see, and he just absolutely crushes that sinker this year. A lot of very good things here about Marcell Ozuna today. I'm a huge fan of him. I think he should be able to potentially even hit a home run in this game. I think, a home run might not be too bad of a sprinkle here for Marcell Ozuna here. He had a great year last year in home runs. I think he can have a pretty good game this time around too. So overall, pretty simple breakdown right there for Ozuna and his run. But if you have other apps available, I do prefer the over hits, runs, and RBIs. I think it's just overall a little bit of a better spot. Like last year, in games last year, he was over 59%. His run, though, only over in 45%. This year, it's just a slight difference, but I just prefer the hits, runs, and RBIs. I think it just makes more sense to me. Thank you for watching. I'm not doing the free plays yet, but a couple reminders. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. Go get that free trial available in my description. or join for the next month for only $15. Gives you access to all my plays and the Discord to get access to my contributors' plays, the Discord chat, PrizePicks correlation plays, as well as underdog streaks plays also. And here are some free plays from the daily grind tool. This tool here can show off the best bet to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they love some League of Legends plays, as well as some other plays on the board too, like in Valorant, and of course some NBA value and some MLB value too, and like Robbie Ray over strikeouts or Al Horford over points and assists at only 7.5. It's a really, really awesome tool here. If you want it for yourself, get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the fantasy bundle and scrolling down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG. But this tool here is sold from the same guys here, and it's called the AI Slip Generator. This tool is over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and there are 10 slips currently on the board for apps like PrizePicks, Betr, Dabble, or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, there is a 5-pick flex that they like, which contains the value right now on Khalil Ware over points and rebounds, Robbie Ray over strikeouts, and some other value right now in League of Legends and CSGO. Has a profit margin right now of about 18.05%, and if you click on Bet on PrizePicks, it puts it into PrizePicks for you just like that. That's how powerful this tool is. Get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the slip generator this time and then scroll down. And be sure to use promo code DOMG. But thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to make over $5,000 profit on PrizePicks, you can watch this video on your screen right now.